The Rosen family from Knoxville found their missing son just a couple of days ago. It took almost 25 years. It ended with this reunion in Fairbanks, Alaska. Matthew Rosen disappeared after refusing to take needed medication. Burt and Carolyn, his parents, searched for him ever since. The reunion was a happy one. That's the headline. Matthew welcomed them into his cabin in remote Alaska. For some context on this, here's a minute or so portion of a special story our Amanda Hara did about 3 years ago.
I love what I do. Wouldn't choose to be doing anything else.
But Burt Rosen didn't always feel this way. 20 years ago, when he took the head job at KARM, a homeless shelter in Tennessee,
I couldn't look in the face of anybody who was coming through the doors.
Burt says he was haunted by his own painful connection to homelessness.
Every one of them morphed into the face of Matthew. What have I done?
Slam dunk.
Lunch service is over, but Burt's daily ritual
So now we're heading back upstairs.
is just beginning. Every day, he checks the internet,
There's always that little ray of optimism.
hoping for any sign of his missing son.
Look for any Google alerts that have Matthew Rosen's name on it. And then you think to yourself, well, maybe today will be the day.
Right there's Matthew.
Burt and his wife Carolyn have been waiting for that day for 20 years.
You're only in one?
It hasn't come.
The son that went off to college was not the son that came back home. Matthew was diagnosed as being bipolar. He didn't think that he was. And so he was convinced that he didn't need the medication.
Gives you an idea of how long this has been going on. Well, I had a chance to talk with Burt today. He said God was at work in this. He said he's still shell-shocked by it, but still breaking out in tears of joy as well. They learned Matthew might have been in a cabin in Fairbanks. They didn't even have to knock because they saw him, a man, go into his mailbox, and Burt, former CEO of KARM, pulled up and said, "Hey, it's me, your dad." Most of the family hugged. Then the son walked over to his mom, who was frozen in place for some reason, and hugged her for several minutes, then said, "Let's go to my place and talk about this." Burt says they reconciled. They said Matthew looked good, clean, and healthy. He did stay in Alaska. The rest of the family back in East Tennessee now. But Matthew has reached out to the entire family since, including a call to Mom on Mother's Day. He said, "I never thought I'd be able to do this," but he did. Burt's going to share more of his story a little deeper when he's had more time to process this whole thing.